This video is going to walk you through level 3 of Bio 100 DBL, which is no feedback. It will also explain the mandatory journaling activity that is associated with this level. Level 3 is meant to be a simulation for the major DBL assessment that will be given at the end of every unit. In order to help you prepare for this assessment, level 3 will include a feature that does not allow the student to receive any feedback during the problem set, and includes a journaling document where you are encouraged to write your answers and examples. Level 3 allows you to go through the problem set normally and select any of the options that you think are correct. You will continue on whether the answer was correct or incorrect. There will be specific questions or prompts that will instruct you to go to the journal as previously discussed. That prompt will be found here. The journal will have the same prompt as DBL, as well as the same set of answers. There will also be guiding questions to help you know you have the correct answer. All of these sections will push you to look deeper into the article and find as much information as you can to validate your choice. Each of the 6 prompts will be demonstrated in the journal and will allow you the same opportunities to think through each answer in order to help you get the best answer that you can. As you continue to go through the problem set and the journal, you will reach the end. Once you click, you're done. A pop-out box will appear stating that you have completed the scenario. It will not specify how many correct or incorrect answers you have throughout. Turning in the journal will allow you to receive the model answer about the prompts, and you can grade yourself. This is critical in helping you study for the test as you compare and contrast the answers. We will now take you through an example of a student's journal and a model answer journal on the same article in order to compare and contrast differences and similarities present, as well as express what is needed for a complete answer. Here is the article that we will be using. For this example, only the important parts of the article will be provided in order to help you get the information you need for a complete evaluation. And here is the author information. The student answer will be on the left and the model answer will be on the right throughout the video. Be aware that this will demonstrate an extreme case between student and model answer in order to get the point across. After looking at the article and author credentials, here are the results for the student and the instructor. We already have a difference as the student has no answer chosen at all, but the instructor does. There is even more of a difference between the 2 answers as the student provided little to no information while the instructor listed off evidence located in the author credentials. When completing the journal for prompt 1, the student and instructor have combined the results from guiding questions 1 and 2 in order to have a complete evaluation on author credibility. Once again, the student has little to no information in this example, and the instructor has provided multiple examples from the text. This is what we are looking for. Notice there is a lack of evidence on the student's answer. Even though an author may not be listed, there will still be evidence to find throughout the article. As we move on to prompt 2, both the student and the instructor have landed on the same answer for guiding question 1. This is what it should look like. Once again, the first half of guiding question 2 is the same between the 2. Here is the final evaluation on prompt 2. As you can see, the student and instructor follow the same outline according to the bias table to show their evidence and explanations. There are a few wording differences between the 2, but still very similar, which is what we want. In the final evaluation for prompt 2, both answers are once again very similar. If this was your answer, it would be wise to read through your answers and the model answer to compare wording. Your answer does not need to be identical to the model answer, but should have the same overall answer and effort. Moving on to prompt 3, guiding question 1, both have highlighted the same main claim. However, the evidence between the student and the instructor differ in content. The student provided answer is a brief description on how they found the main claim. This answer could be improved. Meanwhile, the model answer provides a more in-depth description of the evidence that proves what the claim is. That difference carries over into evaluation on prompt 3, as the student seems to lack the detailed information that the model answer provides. As we continue, here is the peer-reviewed source that will be needed to answer the next few prompts throughout the problem set. Now, moving on to prompt 4, the student and instructor have the same answer highlighted. Guiding question 2 is a little different when it comes to the amount of evidence. The student and the instructor make a few of the same points, but does not bother to go into the same effort that the instructor did. That same effort of evidence and explanation is present in the prompt 4 evaluation. The student should not only provide examples from the text, but should write out a clear argument as to why the evidence proves their point. Prompt 5 has started out with 2 different answers, so more comparison will be required. The instructor has laid out the facts about both the articles and how they concluded that the articles mostly did not match. However, the student did a very generalized description of both articles together and reach a different answer due to this lack of in-depth analysis. Now reaching the evaluation of prompt 5, we already are aware that the student's answer is correct. However, we can also see a repetitive lack of evidence and explanation on how the answer was reached. Meanwhile, the instructor has taken the main claim and the conclusion and further analyzed the information in order to demonstrate their argument and prove that these articles mostly do not match. Now that we've reached the end of the journal, we have the student answer from prompt 6. This is a full evaluation of the article's credibility based on all the previous prompts and questions covered throughout the journal. Notice how the student provided the bare minimum amount of information on this evaluation. Meanwhile, here is the model answer. Every aspect has been considered and has been all been put together into a complete analysis of the article. This is a perfect example of the type of answer you should strive to have as you evaluate an article in DBL. Good luck.